Hello, I am Holly. I am 11 years old. I go to Matakana Primary School. I live with my mom and dad. I have a sister called Emma and a brother called Logan. I love school and my best friends are Angela and Laura.
Holly Ross has found her voice thanks to modern technology.
Hi, Holly.
She was born prematurely at just 23 weeks, causing cerebral palsy that affects her limbs and vocal cords. Holly tells me this is a Dynavox VMAX. It's a great machine that allows Holly to have a voice. Holly, what was it like before you had the Dynavox?
Before I got my Dynavox, only people who knew me well could understand what I wanted to say. Now I can tell lots of people different things.
Sweet. Let's go. Get in the grand tour. Holly's birth was so traumatic. No one expected her to live.
It was a terrible birth for her. She ended up having forceps around her head and she had an APGAR of 1.
That's how doctors assess the condition of a baby at birth. Most babies score 9 or 10. At 1, Holly was barely alive.
So really, she was pretty determined to stay.
And the result?
Cerebral palsy, she's blind. She's got a left hemiopia, which means she's blind. She's termed as legally blind. She's blind on the left side of both eyes.
Holly goes to Matakana Primary and has a teacher aide for part of the day. Even so, life can be pretty lonely when you can't communicate. 2 years ago, Holly was given a Dynavox VMAX. The communication device changed Holly's world.
Just a few jokes to start off the morning before we get going. Anyone got a joke? Holly, here you've got a joke for us.
Why was Thomas Edison able to invent the light bulb?
Anyone know?
Because he was scared of the dark?
Because he was very bright. Right foot, yellow. Left hand, red.
Sentences and words are pre-programmed into the machine. There are pages to choose from. Holly has only partial sight, so she has to memorise each screen and the order of them.
I like making Sean do silly things. I used my board to get Sean to do a Cossack dance. I got in trouble because I kept playing the theme sound all the time.
You're getting so
It was
excited.
funny.
Okay.
It's fun to talk. It's better.
Currently where the Dynavox is at the moment is we need to pre-program everything in there for her. She needs to learn where all the buttons are, and it's incredibly hard.
What were some of the hardest things about learning to use the Dynavox?
There are lots of things. Learning where all the buttons are. Sometimes I press the wrong buttons by accident. Some people ask me a question but don't give me long enough time to answer the question, and they ask the question again. There are lots of things. Learning where all the buttons are. Sometimes I press the wrong buttons by accident.
Or push them
Some
twice.
people ask me a question.
But it's made a huge difference.
She's a lot happier than she used to be. She doesn't get as frustrated as she used to. She used to get really uptight and frustrated when she couldn't get out what she wanted, and this has just made it so much happier for her to be able to express herself.
Oh look, here's a whole lot under here too.
Lisa and Lance work tirelessly for Holly and for families like
When it
theirs.
comes to mowing the lawn.
There have been sacrifices. The family moved to Warkworth because funding for housing modifications wouldn't stretch far enough in Auckland. Mum and Dad each drive an hour back to the city for work. There are also sleepless nights taking care of Holly.
I know, Emma will be home soon. You want the door shut? Okay.
And Holly herself struggles with the frustrations of her disability.
Yeah, definitely. We have days like just now where she's having a bit of a meltdown, so she's gone in for some time out. Those episodes aren't as common as what they were pre being able to communicate better, especially with everyone. So, yeah, but something's obviously frustrating her now, so she's just having some time out.
Half an hour later, normal transmission resumes.
Hi, Holly.
big sister Emma is one of
Hello.
Holly's favourite people in the world.
You got the scrapbook out?
Holly's confident using her Dynavox with
cousin and
family,
Dad.
but she's only just started
Yeah?
using it with strangers.
She was using it at school, but if she was ever out in public, I don't know whether she just interpreted that people wouldn't understand, or they wouldn't give her the time to listen, or I don't know what it was. But she was out in public. If anybody said hello to her, she would put her head down, start dribbling, and I would just be horrified, thinking, you know, why do you do this to me?
But then, a breakthrough. The family went to an Australian camp for kids like Holly.
When we went to the Big Mouth camp, she just went straight into the room and she took this look around at all these kids who were just like her, all had Dynavoxes, most of them had Dynavoxes, and she just hid up and she just started using her Dynavox.
I'm going to go over here.
I'm laughing.
She's laughing at me, I think. It's the hat.
My name is Holly.
Hello, Holly.
You know, she just loved it. Anything that they threw at her, she got a reputation for being really naughty because, you know, her whole character came out. So we came back from the Big Mouth camp buzzing, and hence why we've decided we're going to do one in New Zealand.
Make way, it's my turn. Make way.
Using the Dynavox takes huge concentration. But day by day, it's getting easier.
Independence and an ordinary life. That's what it's all about, really.
Our hope for the future is that, yeah, definitely she will be able to do it on her own. And the whole idea will be that she'll be able to simply spell words, make up sentences, do her own sentence structure.
Orange.
Holly's kicking butt. And I don't even have anything.